This here is a 2023 Forest River Salem. This is the 26 D-Bud, as they call it. And I just wanted to go over this real quick with you. If you're looking forward to buying a new RV, it be a motorhome or a fifth wheel or a travel trailer, no matter what it is, stuff you get to look forward to when you buy a brand spanking new one. So buying a new one usually isn't pleasant. You spend the first 6 months of you're not doing anything really. If you're lucky to get it fixed, everything fixed, all the repairs done in the first 6 months, then you're really lucky. I'm one of the lucky ones that had all kinds of issues and problems in Forest River. They refused to fix anything correctly, so the dealership they rigged it together, as I'll say. It wasn't fixed properly, still is not fixed, because Forest River is not going to fix it, because the price to fix the unit exceeds almost the price of the unit itself. So why would they want to do that? So just want to go over a few things up here in front. I'm not going to take the cover off right here. This is your tanks right here. Your tanks right here, your gas tanks. And when I purchased the unit right after we got it, you can see this piece right here. That's new because it was cracked right after we got it. It was a brand new piece, and we had to have it replaced because it was cracked. Had to have a new battery tray put on. So the wiring in the front here, you can't really see it, but right back here there's a junction box. There's another one up underneath. All the wires to that were loose, including the batteries to the wires were loose. That was not, that came factory like that. So when you come over here to the side, I had to reseal everything. All the doors, all the compartments, everything had to be resealed. The roof, when we purchased it, which is, it still seems to be leaking. Have no idea where the water's coming in at. Remember, this is a 2023 model. The entire roof had to be resealed 2 weeks after I purchased the unit, because the water was pouring in, and it was sitting in between the walls here, between the inner and the outer wall here, and we actually had to make some holes underneath to help the water drain so it wouldn't destroy the unit. When I took it to the dealership, they told me they could only look at 3 things at a time. And of course I had a list of things that need to be repaired with it. The other thing I'm going to tell you real quick about it is when you buy one of these, any RV from a dealership, they're going to tell you that the warranty work can be done anywhere in the country. That's a lie. That is a straight out lie, because good luck finding anybody to touch the unit except for the dealership where you purchased it. Straight out, we were in Arizona. I went to 5 different locations that worked on Forest Rivers. Every one of them said, you're going to have to take it back to the main where you purchased it. You're going to have to take it back where you purchased it. So to buy one of these and think you're going to be able to travel across the country and just get it worked on anywhere, yeah, unless you find a really good company. If you know of one, please let us know, because I can tell you all the ones we went to, everywhere we were, everybody refused to touch it and told me I had to take it back to General RV where I purchased it. So I want to go over here real quick. One of the other issues and problems with this 2023 Forest River, the slide out. So the slide out here, it appears that the hole that the slide out fits in is too small. Not to mention the fact that when I took it to the dealership the first time to have it repaired, they tried to blame me, said all the bolts up underneath the unit down here, some of these were sheared off. Over here, they had to replace a lot of them because they were stripped. All the bolts for this thing were stripped or sheared or just not right, so they had to redo a lot of it. And of course, they weren't able to do it correctly because, from what they're telling me, the slide out is too big for the hole, and it's catching. So Forest River refused to let them recut the hole and fix it properly or to do anything else. So if you look up here, this is already, it's a 2023, 4 months after we purchased it, 5 months after we purchased it, they had to put a brand new roof on the unit. And you can see it had to be refixed again because the water was coming in. And right there, after the repair, this has been repaired 3 or 4 times because it's too small for the hole, and it's grabbing up here. You can see where it's the slide, it's tearing up the slides on each side because it's too tight. You have to help it go in and out, but up there, once again, that's where it's ripping. The roof is ripped right there. That's a new roof. The new roof is ripped, and it was sealed like that, and then it was ripped, and then this is the sealed again, and you can see where that's all ripped and tore up from when it goes into the unit. So, and oh, by the way, they tell me that's my fault because apparently I built this thing and I, over tightened everything and sheared everything off. So, that's wonderful. So it's beautiful back here. Luckily, no issues or problems back here, which is nice. So, excuse me. I just sneeze. So, our LED lights, which is not a huge deal, those are burnt out right there. So, just with everything we have, I'm going to show you these panels underneath as well. We had to have several of those replaced because they were falling off. We lost, between here and Florida and Arizona, we lost these panels that are up underneath the unit. Cool idea, but however, the great awesome thing about it is they're not put in there very well. There's really nothing, not a lot holding them up. There's more now because whoever put the new panels up decided that would be a great idea to make it a little more sturdy and help it out. Thank you, whoever did that. So I believe the panels up underneath the thing, when they started coming down, I forget where I was, Texas, somewhere out west, when I noticed one of them hanging down. Well, I went underneath the unit to look at it, and when I got up underneath of it, the amount of trash that was underneath the belly of this thing inside, so all the workers, they have no trash. What they do is they just take all their trash, McDonald's bags, Wendy's bags, Coke bottles, all the trash from them eating lunch and maybe even dinner and whatever else times, or their snacks. There was all kinds of bags of chips, trash in there. There was Gatorade bottles, all shoved up in there, up underneath the belly of this thing. I went in and I cleaned it all out. I got a garbage bag full of garbage out from the belly of this thing. That was wonderful, and I believe, I'm wondering if the weight of that was what caused the panels to come down to begin with. Possible, but I can't be for certain. But I was amazed at all the trash that was underneath of it. Unbelievable. So, not to mention all the the screws, the wiring, the extra stuff that they had, pieces of wood, materials that they used when they built it were all just thrown in there because that's where I guess you put all the garbage. So that's a wonderful thing. So our outside speakers here, I know you can't really see them right there. Those are new. Those had to be replaced after 6 months after we purchased the unit. So the wonderful, beautiful things. Our main steps here, these had to be redone because whoever put this thing together, they stripped all the bolts out. The one thing about this thing, I'm surprised it's not falling apart because all the bolts have been stripped, it seems like. So I've had to redo the steps because all the screws that were in it were completely stripped out. Our cabinets on the inside, half the screws were missing. I had to put new screws in, and then I had to redo that because they were over tightened, and they weren't correct in there as well. Our door handles, if you look at this unit, they don't come chrome, they come black. Had to replace those. Our back door, the back door wasn't open. Once again, dealership blamed me, said it was my fault. Well, the bolts were completely stripped. The unit inside the mechanism here, the bolts were so tightened that they split all the ends. Front one, they had one that was split, so whoever did the front one did a little bit better job than the back one. So, that's I guess a good thing. I don't know. So I do have some extra lights on the unit. Did some different things to it. But as far as it all goes, I just want to let you be aware of what's going on. This is just the outside. So the fan in the bathroom, the exhaust fan, that had to be replaced, which I want to say it was probably a great thing I did, because when I replaced the fan, you should have saw the garbage up there that was inside where the fan was, around the fan itself, and then all the screws that tighten it down. Basically, it was being held in by the sealer. The sealer was basically what was holding it in, because all the screws were just stripped. It's like whoever they use 5,000 foot-pound torques of pressure to do all the screws on this thing and bolts. They just everything. One of the lights had to be replaced because they didn't. It was full of water when I got it. So these weren't sealed. I had to seal all the lights. Like I said, I had to reseal everything on this because it wasn't sealed correctly. So had to do many repairs. That's just, like I said, on the outside, and then the inside is, I was saying, some of the stuff there, the cabinets, had to re-put the cabinets back up because they weren't in there put up correctly. So that's just, what you're looking forward to if you buy a new one. You can have it inspected. A lot of this stuff is kind of hard to catch on inspections, but you can see a lot of it because you would expect it not to leak from the factory from when it's brand new. So that is one of the things that you would hope for the roof. But really, honestly, I'd have to say, if you buy one, I would recommend the dealership to reseal the roof, because they're not doing it at the factory. And the factory, they don't look at these things when they leave the factory. They just let them go. It looks good from their house, so they say, okay, it's good, let it go. And they'll worry about it later. They don't care if it falls apart. They don't care anything about him. And then they don't want to fix it once it's done. So, that's all the stuff you get to look forward to with it. I'm going to get my dog all tangled up here. Come on, puppy. So, she loves to get around stuff. So, I'm not showing you my pretty face today. Just hers. Aww, the puppy. Anyways, get a little bit of good thing there, huh? Yeah. So, got my fake snakes out because we got a problem with cats around here, and that helps keep the cats away. It's a little thing that it's good to have. Helps keeping some of the rodents and stuff away, like rats and stuff too, from getting up underneath there. So, something else I'm getting ready to do. The suspension on this thing. When I purchased the unit, I noticed the springs were flat. I don't think the springs should be flat, but they are. So I'm ordering new springs. I got the new pieces ready to go on. I'm upgrading the suspension. One of the other things too is, which I mentioned in another video, these wheels on RVs, they do not balance them. I highly recommend having them balanced. They're going to tell you it doesn't need to be balanced. They're full of crap, straight out. I said it before, I'll say it again. Go out to your own car, take off the wheel weights, and see how it works out for you. And don't sue me if you do it, because it's not going to work out well. So, but yeah, have those balanced. So, as far as everything goes, it's been, a pretty decent unit, besides all the problems. And it's too bad that they just can't take the time to actually build them right and fix it, and refuse to fix it after, you know, everything's said and done. So inside, we're 2023, so basically we've had it for a year and a half. The seats are starting to peel on it, and we have a leak on the slide out is leaking like crazy. Got water coming in every time it rains. Water comes in, and we cannot figure out for the life of us where it's coming in at. I've resealed everything that I could think of, and the only thing I can think of is it's just not, something's not right. The slide out is, like I said, it's not in there correctly, and it just, like I said, all these marks, you can see all these marks. So that's the beautiful way they build it. That's beautiful. So a lot of people, they call that delamination because it's not solid, but this is the way it comes factory, all of them. This is the new setup. So it's just, I don't know if it's supposed to be glued, but if it is, somebody forgot to glue it, and it sucks. So, and then like I said, you can see where all the scratches, you can see that from it going in and out. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? How it walks in and out. So that's what you get. So looking to buy a new one, all I can say is good luck with it and enjoy. So, you know, if you can get it fixed before you try to take it out, do that, because once you get out on the road, it's not going to be fun. Will not be pleasant, because you're going to have to bring it back to wherever you purchased it from to have it worked on, because no other dealership is going to want to touch anything under warranty. All right, I'll be making more videos. Enjoy. Talk to you later. Sorry this thing, sorry you didn't see my pretty face on this one. I just, you know, wanted to show the RV itself. So, all right, we'll see you.